Iran is often introduced to the world through the language of politics, headlines, and distance. For many people, the name arrives already surrounded by tension, as if an entire civilization could be reduced to a few images on the evening news. But if you slow down and look beyond that narrow frame, another Iran begins to appear. It is a land where the past has not disappeared. It rises through blue-tiled domes, desert wind towers, mountain roads, palace mirrors, old bazaars, green forests, sacred poetry, and the ruins of an empire that once stretched across the known world. It is a place where snow can sit above the capital while heat moves through the central deserts, where ancient kings carved their memory into stone, and modern streets below the Zagros Mountains pulse with traffic, fashion, technology, and art. This is Iran, the heart of the old Persian world, a country of contrasts, endurance, and astonishing beauty. A place where civilization does not feel like something locked behind museum glass, but something still breathing through courtyards, bridges, gardens, mountains, and voices. Your journey begins in Tehran, a city that does not reveal itself all at once. From above, it spreads widely beneath the Zagros Mountains, a restless capital of more than 9 million people. The mountains stand like a pale wall to the north, holding snow in winter and watching over a city that has grown from a quiet village into the political and economic center of modern Iran. Tehran is not the ancient face of Persia most people imagine. It is movement, pressure, noise, ambition, and change. Wide avenues carry the rush of daily life. Cars move through long ribbons of traffic, cafes, galleries, universities, offices, fashion stores, and technology startups fill districts such as Tajrish and Vanak. Yet even here, the old world is never far away. At the western entrance of the city, Yazd Tower rises like a gateway between memory and the future. Its white stone curves combine old Persian forms, Islamic geometry, and a futuristic confidence that belongs to a modern capital. The tower is not only a monument. It is a statement that Tehran has always lived between eras. One side faces the weight of history. The other faces the possibility of reinvention. Inside the city, Golistan Palace carries a different kind of memory. Its mirrored halls, painted tiles, carved spaces, and royal courtyards speak of the Qajar dynasty, when Persian art met European influence and created something extravagant, delicate, and unmistakably Iranian. Light breaks across mirrored surfaces until the rooms seem to multiply themselves. Every color feels intentional. Every pattern seems to ask the visitor to slow down. Further north, the palaces of Niavaran and Sadabad preserve the final chapters of royal Iran. They are not only displays of wealth. They are rooms where the last days of monarchy can still be felt in furniture, photographs, ceremonial objects, and silent corridors. In Tehran, history is not arranged in a single line. It overlaps. A traditional bazaar can stand near a modern avenue. A royal palace can become a museum. A young artist can step out of a gallery and into a city shaped by centuries of memory. The Grand Bazaar of Tehran offers another rhythm. It is a world of covered lanes, carpets, copper, spices, voices, and movement. Trade here is not only buying and selling. It is conversation, relationship, habit, and inherited knowledge. The bazaar reminds us that cities are not held together only by roads and buildings. They are held together by rituals repeated every day. But to understand Iran, Tehran is only the beginning. The road must lead backward, toward the ancient Persian empires, where power was not measured only in armies, but in administration, tolerance, engineering, and the ability to hold different peoples beneath one imperial sky. More than 2,500 years ago, Persia became one of the first great superpowers of the ancient world. Under Cyrus the Great and later kings, its reach expanded across lands, languages, religions, and cultures. What made the empire remarkable was not simply its size, but the idea that diversity could be governed without erasing every difference. In a world often built through conquest, Persia offered another model, an empire that understood order, ceremony, roads, law, and symbolic respect. At Pasargadae, the tomb of Cyrus the Great stands with unusual restraint. It is simple, almost humble, rising from stone steps beneath the open sky. There is no overwhelming decoration, no attempt to dominate the landscape. Its power comes from quietness. Cyrus is remembered not only as a conqueror, but as a ruler associated with tolerance and governance. The Cyrus cylinder, often celebrated as one of the earliest statements of human rights, still carries the idea that political power could be connected to restraint. The simplicity of the tomb feels important. In Iran, greatness often appears in two forms. Sometimes it is dazzling, like the tiles of Isfahan. Sometimes it is silent, like a stone chamber standing alone in a wide plain. Pasargadae teaches that memory does not always need to shout. Persepolis, however, speaks in a grander language, built under Darius the Great as a ceremonial capital. It was designed to display the order and reach of the Achaemenid Empire. From a distance, its columns rise from the plateau like the bones of an ancient idea. Stairways lead upward. Stone reliefs stretch across walls. Delegations from different nations appear in carved procession, bringing gifts not as defeated enemies, but as participants in a vast imperial ritual. This is what makes Persepolis so powerful. Its stone does not show only battle. It shows people, clothing, animals, vessels, gestures, and faces from across the empire. The message is not merely domination. It is inclusion arranged into ceremony. The empire presents itself as a world of many peoples walking toward the same center. When you stand among the remaining columns, you can feel both the confidence and fragility of power. Palaces that once received kings and envoys now stand open to wind, dust, and sun. Yet the idea remains. Iran was once a place where the world passed through stone gates, where distant peoples became part of a shared imperial imagination. Near Persepolis, Naqsh Rustam cuts royal memory into the cliffs. The tombs of kings are carved high into the rock, as if the mountain itself was chosen to guard them. Below them, Sassanid reliefs show victories, ceremonies, and royal authority. The place feels both political and sacred. In Iran, mountains are often more than scenery. They become witnesses. They hold names, battles, prayers, and silence. But Iran is not only ruins and empires. One of its most misunderstood truths is its geography. Many imagine only desert, heat, and dry earth. Yet Iran is one of the most ecologically varied countries in the region. Its landscapes shift from humid forests to salt deserts, From high mountains to wetlands, from fertile coastlines to empty plateaus that feel almost lunar. In the north, near the Caspian Sea, Iran turns green. Tea plantations, rice fields, misty hills, and the ancient Hyrcanian forests create a world far removed from the desert image. These forests are living survivors from a much older Earth. Their trees, moss, and shaded valleys hold a moisture that surprises those who think they already know Iran. Here, rare animals move through difficult habitats. The Persian leopard, one of the most endangered big cats in the region, survives in mountain and forest landscapes, elusive and almost ghost-like. Its presence is a reminder that wild Iran still exists beyond cities and monuments. Brown bears roam higher forested areas. The Caspian seal struggles against pollution and environmental pressure. Wetlands can become temporary refuge for some of the rarest birds on the planet, including the Siberian crane. The North teaches a simple lesson. Iran cannot be understood through one image. It is not one climate, one color, or one mood. It is a country where green mountain forests and burning deserts exist within the same national story. To the west, the Zagros Mountains create another world of stone, migration, and memory. Their ridges stretch like a rugged spine across the country. For centuries, nomadic groups such as the Bakhtiari and Qashqai have moved through these mountains with animals, tents, songs, and seasonal knowledge. Their routes are not random paths. They are inherited maps written into the body through generations. In the Zagros, survival depends on timing. When to climb, when to descend, where to find pasture, where to cross water, which valley opens after snow, which slope becomes dangerous after rain. This is geography as lived knowledge. The mountain does not simply surround people. It teaches them. Local stories often give animals spiritual meaning. The Bezor goat, moving across cliffs with impossible balance, becomes more than a wild creature. It can be remembered through legend as a being connected to the souls of the departed. Such beliefs reveal something important. In hard landscapes, animals, mountains, and human life are rarely separate. They are woven into one moral and practical world. From the mountains, the journey turns to Isfahan, a city so admired that it was once called half the world. During the Safavid era, Isfahan became a masterpiece of urban imagination. It was not built only to house people or display power. It was built to inspire awe through geometry, faith, art, and space. Naqshi Jahan Square lies at its heart, one of the great urban spaces of the world. Around it stand the Imam Mosque, Sheikh Lotfullah Mosque, Ali Kapu Palace, and the entrances to markets that continue into shaded lanes. The square is a composition of movement and stillness. Horses once crossed it. Merchants traded near it. Prayers rose beside it. Royal power looked down from the palace. The city gathered around an open center, as if space itself could become a form of beauty. The mosques of Isfahan turn architecture into light. Blue tiles gather like fragments of sky. Domes carry sound and color upward. Geometric patterns repeat with a rhythm that feels almost musical. The designs do not imitate nature directly, yet they suggest infinity, order, and devotion. In Isfahan, beauty is not decoration added after construction. Beauty is the structure. The bridges of Isfahan reveal the city's social heart. Sepol and Kaju Bridge are not only ways to cross water, they are places to pause, gather, sing, and belong. Beneath their arches, people have met for generations. The bridge becomes architecture, theater, shelter, and memory. It teaches that public space can carry emotion as strongly as a palace or mosque. Then the road enters the desert, where Yazd rises from mud, wind, and patience. Between the harsh worlds of Dasht-e-Kavir and Dasht-e-Lut, Yazd survives as one of Iran's great lessons in adaptation. Its walls are earth-colored, its lanes are narrow, its skyline is marked by badgirs, the wind towers that catch moving air and guide it down into homes. Before electricity became the language of comfort, Yazd learned to cool itself with architecture. Wind towers, thick walls, shaded alleys, underground water channels, and courtyards worked together to protect life from heat. The city did not fight the desert with excess. It negotiated with it. Every surface had a purpose. Every shadow mattered. Yazd is also one of the spiritual centers of Zoroastrian memory. Sacred fire, towers of silence, and old ritual landscapes connect the city to a faith far older than Islam. The fire temple preserves a flame that symbolizes continuity, purity, and devotion. On the hills outside the city, the towers of silence remind visitors that even death was once shaped by an ancient relationship between body, earth, sky, and spirit. In Yazd, survival and belief meet. The same desert that makes life difficult also makes memory sharper. The silence is not empty. It is filled with wind, prayer, dust, and time. Southwest of Yazd, Shiraz carries a softer name in the imagination, the city of poetry, gardens, roses, and nightingales. Yet Shiraz is not merely romantic. It is one of the deep, emotional centers of Persian culture. The poets Hafez and Sadi were born here, and their words still move through Iranian life as guidance, comfort, and reflection. For many Iranians, poetry is not a luxury. It is a way of thinking. A verse can answer a question, comfort grief, express love, or reveal doubt. At the tomb of Hafez, visitors do not behave as if they are only visiting a grave. They come as readers, seekers, and companions. The poet remains present because his words remain alive. The Nasir al-Mulk Mosque reveals another side of Shiraz. In the early morning, light passes through stained glass and falls across carpets, columns, and walls in a field of color: pink, blue, yellow, green, and red spread like a silent sunrise inside the building. The mosque becomes less like stone and more like a breathing chamber of light. In Aram Garden, the Persian idea of paradise takes physical form. Water, shade, cypress trees, flowers, and architectural balance create a world of order inside a dry climate. Persian gardens are never only gardens. They are visions of life protected from chaos. Water is guided. Trees are arranged. Paths lead the eye and body into harmony. In a difficult landscape, the garden becomes a promise that beauty can be cultivated. Northwest Iran opens yet another chapter. Tabriz, once a vital point on the Silk Road, carries the memory of merchants, languages, carpets, and exchange. Its Grand Bazaar is one of the great covered markets of the world, a place where trade has long connected Iran to the wider region. In Tabriz, culture moves through goods, speech, craft, and negotiation. A carpet is not only an object, it is pattern, labor, region, memory, and family skill, not far away. The village of Kandovan seems carved from fantasy. Homes are built directly into cone-shaped volcanic rock, creating a landscape of inhabited stone. These are not abandoned caves. They are living houses. People still move through doorways cut into rock, still adapt ancient forms to modern needs. Kandovan shows again a central Iranian theme. Architecture begins with a landscape. It does not cover the land. It enters it. The northeast and northwest also reveal Iran's ethnic and cultural diversity. Azeris, Kurds, Persians, and many other communities give the country different languages, foods, music, clothing, and customs. Iran is not a single cultural note. It is a layered composition. To travel across it is to hear the same country played in many instruments. This is why Iran resists simple description. It is imperial and intimate, desert and forest, ancient and modern, poetic and practical. It is a land of palaces, but also nomad tents, a land of grand squares, but also narrow mud lanes, a land of sacred fire, blue mosques, mountain legends, royal tombs, bazaars, tea fields, and endangered animals moving quietly where few cameras reach. The deeper you look, the more Iran becomes a story of continuity. Not a frozen past, but a living conversation between what was built, what was remembered, and what is still practiced. A wind tower in Yazd is not just an old structure, it is an answer to heat. A bridge in Isfahan is not just stone over water, it is a meeting place. A garden in Shiraz is not just decoration, it is a philosophy of paradise. A tomb in Pasargadae is not just an archaeological site, it is an idea of power made quiet. To see Iran only through modern headlines is to miss the civilization beneath them. It is to miss the builders of Persepolis, the poets of Shiraz, the merchants of Tabriz, the farmers near the Caspian, the nomads of the Zagros, the tile makers of Isfahan, and the families who still live with wind, stone, water, and memory. Iran teaches that beauty often survives in places the world misunderstands. It teaches that history is not always behind us. Sometimes it is beneath our feet, above our doors, inside our songs, and reflected in the glass of a palace ceiling. It teaches that a country can carry struggle and splendor at the same time. Here, time does not move in a straight line. It circles through mountains and markets, ruins and gardens, poetry and prayer, desert wind and forest mist. And if you look carefully, Iran is not only a nation shaped by politics, it is a living archive of human imagination. A land where the ancient Persian spirit still breathes through stone, water, color, and silence.